Hey, 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 it's Dr. Meredith Watson, the unapologetic therapist, creator of the Phoenix Therapy Method. I support you when you're ready to stop people pleasing, stop doing it all, stop being codependent, stop addiction, living life unapologetically from soul for you and not for anyone else. Today we're going to talk about sobriety. You ever decide you were ready to be sober? Whether that means abstention from alcohol, drugs, or any other numbing out that you're doing to escape through drugs or sex or shopping or gambling. I know what that's like. I've had a rough few days. And then, boom, I decided to let what will be just be. I started to feel alive. And when I let my soul speak to me and tell me what it truly wanted and needed and what was next, I could feel this liberation, this sobriety, like an addict who was facing a sobriety anniversary. I've been faced with temptation of going backwards, falling off the wagon, falling apart, giving in, but I prevailed. I decided to rise up, to rise above, and go beyond what I once wasn't able to go beyond, or rise above, or get over, or rise through. It was about choosing. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen when you decide. I could have stayed stuck. I could have let my addiction cramp me up and bind me again, but it was more about I didn't want to. It already taken almost 4 decades of my life, and in one moment I just decided no more. But the reason it took me so long was being in that addictive space was comfortable. I knew that place like the back of my hand. It was secure. I knew exactly what to expect. I knew exactly what was coming. Shit and plenty of it. But then I decided I wanted joy, orgasmic pleasure, and plenty of that. But I had to choose. I had to choose and decide what I wanted, and I could not let anything else get in the way. And I decided what others thought of me was none of my business, and I could not care less. I was me, and I loved me, and I decided that I was enough, more than enough. I was plenty. I was all that in a bag of chips. It wasn't always like that. And I'm sure if you're anything like me or you identify in any way, you at some point found yourself craving for love from other people, craving for their validation, yearning to belong to a certain group and fit into this certain mold. And I know it can be extremely disheartening and depressing waking up every single day wishing people would just accept you and love you and embrace you for who you truly are. Not who you're trying to be, but who you truly are at the core. And my addiction, where I was relying on love, validation, acceptance, belonging outside of myself, took a toll on me. It almost took my life. But I had to decide that I was going to survive. And when you have nowhere else to go but up, you really take hold of your life and take a stock of what you want and how you want to get there. My life had already been filled with so many obstacles of worrying about my worth and how much I was wanted or not wanted. And I just couldn't find a light until I decided. And that decision came around the same time that my daughter was born, bringing about this whole new level of meaning to my life. And maybe you don't have children, but something in you just decides that you realize you're worth more than what this addiction is taking from you. And I'm proof that we can pull ourselves together and overcome any adversity that comes our way. And that's why I became a doctor, a psychoneuroimmunologist, and I've made it my life's mission to provide the kind of healing to others that I so desperately needed in my weakest hour. And I created this time-tested, proven therapy method, Phoenix Therapy Method, to support people as they stop that people-pleasing, always doing too much for others, codependency, addiction, forgetting themselves, all in an effort to obtain this love, acceptance, validation, belonging from others so that you can know at a soul level, at a core level, that love and validation, acceptance, and belonging is an inside job. My number one goal as the unapologetic therapist is to support you as you learn to live a life unapologetically and learn the root cause of your pain, which stems from these unresolved emotions and traumas, which stems from you looking outside yourself for love, acceptance, and validation. It's time to rise above and rise up over all the things that kept you from living this life that you love and creating the passion-based business and living and navigating through a life on your own terms without apology. And again, once you realize that the love and validation and belonging and acceptance that you're looking for is truly inside, It's the most magical feeling in the world. And if you want help with that, my one-to-one is wide open. And if you're kind of skeptical, you want to kind of test me out, grab a free consultation. And when you're ready to stop the people pleasing, stop doing it all, stop being codependent, stop the addiction, stop being apologetic for your very essence, and you're ready to start knowing and accepting and embracing yourself and achieving and embracing and cultivating that love and validation, acceptance and belonging inside and living from soul, I'm ready to help you. Grab a free session, no obligation, just full of juicy goodness and value. I would love to have a conversation with you so that you can learn and get some techniques and tools that suit you and that are customized to you about living unapologetically. Not so much going around telling people to fuck off, just more about accepting who you are and loving yourself. Being able to look in the mirror and love the person looking back at you whole soul, fully without apology. And that is something that I want everyone to be able to cultivate and garner into their life and change the course of their life for the better in a confidential, non judgmental container so that they can create the life they love, build a business that they love, cultivate wholesome, holistic health. If you want a free session, grab the information in the comments. I cannot wait to talk to you, share, and go over ways that are customized to you on how you can live an unapologetic life and live life on your own terms and be the you that you were created to be and show the world what you're working with and shine brighter than you've ever shined before. Have a great one, guys. Thanks so much.